Hey folks, how you doing? Just want to show you real quick. First off, I have a couple of the Gavidashis I'm gonna be putting on gear bastion. These are V-grind, double grind, really very sharp, very lean grind, you know, microscopic bevels on them, and regularized V-grind. 3 of them are full bark pattern, and 2 of them are just nice satin grind. The chamfered corners, they all have brown kydex. So that's that, but this is the star of today. I had the day that I just wanna, you know, play with one knife for a lot longer than I normally do, just have fun with it. And that was that Damascus larger blade, the one single blade that you've seen before when it was just shaped roughly. Original plan was I thought that I'm gonna do the handle, but I wanted to go for something a little different. And that was more like a simple, a little more traditional Japanese style. Simple, I thought it would be simpler than the handle, but I ended up doing something pretty a lot more than just simple. You see the shade itself is pretty unique. It has a paracord actually weaved on top of the sheet, which the paracord actually has a function there because the sheet is nice and loose for the Damascus, so it doesn't scratch it and everything. The paracord actually does really nice cushion on top of the sheet for the blade to click in, and you have the nice holes just to see the pattern inside. Small little rivets to make it nice and small, and little kind of pattern to go along with the whole kind of theme of the sheet. I kind of like it. I think it's pretty neat. Not kind of, I do like it, but I can imagine that it might be not everybody's taste, but I think it just works well together, the overall package. And as you see, so you have the nice kind of like a, I don't know, like a drop on, or this could actually be, it is very similar to traditional Japanese blades. They have that very spiky, continuous belly, but they have more of a straight here because normally they are longer knives. You have that really cool pattern. Dark Damascus with the copper infused in the zinc. I think it's a zinc that the copper bonds to. Very sharp. Again, nice and lean. You know, it might look like a novelty blade, and it is made like a novelty, more of a showpiece, but it's still very functional, very high performance knife. Very nice and lean grind. Very sharp. You see the micro bevel on it, small little bevel. It's a flat grind. It has a rock pattern, you know, on the spine and everywhere, which kind of gets hidden, but I kind of like it. If you really study the blade, it's pretty cool when you notice that there is a rock pattern everywhere, and I think it actually shows off the Damascus a little bit better than when it's just straight, especially on the spine, because it kind of breaks up otherwise it would be just one curve and you would just see small little lines like that, and now it kind of breaks up and you see a little bit more of it, which I like. Now the nice thing here are the holes. There were a bunch of small little holes, 8-inch holes. What I did was the first one wasn't, but then the second one was a little more, third one, and the rest were more and more chamfered. You know, the chamfer was larger and larger. And what I did was when I inserted the 8-inch pin, copper pin in it, and I pinned it out, it actually filled out the whole chamfer. And when I cleaned it up, it left the larger holes. It left the larger little copper pins, which are also, they have that rock pattern in it. So it's very cool look to it, even though it's still just a 8-inch hole going through. Then I did the simple paracord, guided paracord wrap, the cross one. Here it covers the holes, and here the holes are in the center of the wrap. Close it off here in kind of, I think, a nice way, especially on the show side here. And then titanium, tiny little, I think it's a 1/16 little pin, and that's kind of like hammered in because the wrap is really tight, so I actually had to hammer it in all the way to underneath here, and another one all the way underneath here, kind of bend it a little bit, like on purpose bend it to go with the shape of the crosses and the handle, because the bottom of the handle has kind of like a slight little turn to it. Same on this side. And also the holes have that little kind of like a bend to them, and I'm very happy about this one. You guys know that I normally don't do like crazy, let's call it like artsy knives, but I just felt like doing one today, and I think it came out pretty sweet. And it's actually on auction on Instagram. I'm gonna probably keep up, if any of you that don't have Instagram, I'm gonna keep the like a current bid from Instagram in the comments, so you can see it there. What's the current bid? If you want a bid, you know, if you put the bid here, I'll pop it in the Instagram for you. So I think current bid right now is like 240. I started off at 150, and it's only till tomorrow, Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you're interested, you know, pop the bid here or in the Instagram if you have Instagram, and it can be yours. I just figure, you know, it is a nice, pretty rare piece, which I definitely don't do often, and some people might really want it, so the only fair way would be, I guess, the auction. Plus, you know, it makes me happy. It helps me probably save up for that CNC router sooner. I don't know if I mentioned I want to buy that small tabletop CNC router sometime soon. It can help me with some fun projects sometimes in the future, and it's a good way to learn the CNC. So guys, thanks for watching, take care, stay safe, and remember, don't cut yourself.